All right, welcome back. We are excited to have Sassy back in the studio.
I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back. Yes. Wow.
I
Mama.
blossomed while you were gone.
Hey, hello, Mama and baby.
We're talking just a few days, right?
Maybe 3 weeks.
Okay, all right.
Somewhere in there.
We're counting it down.
Hey, we're talking about food safety. We got a lot of barbecues coming up,
Absolutely.
summer, outdoor eats.
Big weekend.
Absolutely. And you have to keep in mind your temperatures. I know it's not cool, it's not sexy to say, hey, I'm watching my food temperatures, but just like you want your restaurants to do it, you need to do this for your guests.
Okay.
It's so important. First tip for food safety. We're all going to marinate our meats this summer,
Yes.
most
Right.
likely.
Nice.
We're going to stick it in a Ziploc bag. Do not, if I can say anything louder, please do not then take that marinade, stick your brush in it, and brush it over your chicken.
Ooh, okay.
Did you know you want to? I know you want to know why, because that is uncooked
Cooked
bacterias of meat that are in that marinade. And when you slosh that all over, even though you're bringing it to temperature, it is cross-contamination. And it is very dangerous. So what you need to do is just save a little bit of the marinade to the side and have it covered up, ready in the fridge, put the rest in there and let it do it overnight.
Sorry, friends and family.
Sorry, friends and family. I
almost
almost
killed
killed you
you.
guys. Okay, next thing. Mayonnaise-based salads. That's
Yes.
our coleslaws, our potato salads, all of our favorites. It is so important to put them in containers in ice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you think that's silly, but this is the rule. They actually call this the danger zone with the health department. Here we go to the whole Top Gun thing.
Yeah.
Between the temperature of 40 degrees and 140 degrees is the maximum bacteria growth time.
What we eat.
Are you ready? I mean, that's pretty gross. So understand this, if this is the rule of thumb. So if you're gonna take a salad, which I don't do anymore, and set it on the counter, and if you put it up outside, you're just amping it up.
Quickly, yeah.
You have 2 hours for a mayonnaise-based thing to sit
That's
before
it?
it starts growing.
Oh my
So
gosh.
if you're having a barbecue outside, you need to sink this in ice. You need to get the bowls as low in ice. You don't need just the bottom covered. You need the whole thing submerged. Same with all of our condiments. This is about $1. Run your food temperatures.
You keep that in your purse.
I know. Don't make me laugh.
You think I'm joking?
My kids are always telling me that I finger my food because if I get mashed potatoes and they're cold and I stick my finger in it,
Yeah.
I send it back. It makes me madder than a wet hen and a chicken fry.
So there it is. Yeah, hold that
right
up.
here.
Yeah.
This costs $1. This is what the health inspectors come around in buffets and they stick this in here.
And what's the rule of thumb with that?
So the rule of thumb is you want to keep this 40 degrees. You
Okay.
want that to stay 40 degrees, like the temperature of
wow.
your fridge. Also remember your coolers. When you put things in coolers, like your Yetis, I learned this on the boat, I would put all this ice in there and it would be melted by the time I'm done. That's because the Yeti is hot. The
You have to
cooler is hot.
Pre-cool it.
You have to pre-cool it, everybody. So take your jugs of water or water bottles, freeze them the night before, put those into the cooler, let them set for a good 5 to 6 hours so you can pre-cool it and then add your ice.
Yeah, I think like you know how Yeti says they can keep it for
Yeah,
like
it's-
3 or 4 days. That's
right.
only if you pre-cool it.
That's
right.
only
If you
if you-
don't, that's not going to work.
And it's true, because ice is very expensive when you're over in the Bahamas on a boat. I would spend all this money on ice, and then it would be sloshy by the time 3 hours
so
later. I'd be
happening.
like, what happened on that expensive cooler?
Yeah, that's
so
good to
make sure
know.
and do that. Run your food temps on all of your meats while you're grilling. Get an electric or electronic thermometer.
Be food safe.
Be
that
food
weekend.
safe.
How much you leave stuff out, like you have a picnic or people come over. I mean, this is
Yeah.
like a wake-up call, big
And
time.
you have to do your condiments the same way.
Okay.
It's really important to stay food safe
All
this summer.
right.
And for the holiday weekend,
So many folks will be heading to area lakes,
Absolutely.
camping out, all those things. So
Lacey's mind is blown on
I know.
this
I'm
one.
like, man, that's just another thing, Karen. You